Hey guys, what's going on, man? Welcome to season 4 of Real Talk. I'm trusted that y'all had a great New Year's Eve. We're in 2021, and I just want to say a special thank you to everyone that has been showing support to Real Talk. This is a place where I have some inspirational conversations with some of my favorite people. And today, I have one of my favorite persons in the world, man. I'm talking about the co-founder of NDO Apparel brand. I'm talking about the co-founder of NDO Fitness, Antigua and Barbuda national basketball player, the man Chad Samuel. What's going on, bro?
I'm good, man. Thanks so much for having me, bro. Really
Welcome to Real Talk. It's been a while coming since you've been supposed to be on here. I remember the first time we spoke on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to get you on the set. So how have you been?
I'm good, man. Just want to say thank you so much for bringing me the opportunity to, on this platform, to show my merch and everything that this platform represents. I really appreciate what you're doing, man.
Well, I'm happy to have you, man, and let's go straight into it. You know, we're talking about NDO. You've been kicking up a storm on social media. I see a lot of people buying the merch. You've been getting a lot of support from the local market and also the international markets when it comes to Canada and Halifax. What inspired you to start the NDO apparel line?
I get that question a lot. What I'll do, I'll quickly give you the story behind how it all started. So, you play ball a lot back in Antigua. So I pretty much started. I went back to school, and I came back from St. Mary's University a year in. And you know how you gain that first 15 pounds when you start the first year of college. So I came back a bit overweight. So I came actually to watch the basketball game. I think it was Flyers versus Ovals. And it was a really, really good game. And after the game, I believe Flyers won. And some of the guys that I used to play with back in the day, we're just giving that trash talk. So they're saying, hey, Chaz, you were once playing, but you got a little belly now and stuff. So it kind of motivated me a bit. So I said one day after that, I said, let me just try working out, trying to get back in shape, for my mental confidence. And I started, and then I approached a guy by the name of Keith Roy, which at that time, he was like, quote unquote, the class clown of the village or whatnot.
Yeah.
So we just started working out, just kept going. And then before you know it, Keith Roy went back to the village and told another guy, and then another guy came. And then quite frankly, some of the parents actually came and said, hey, Chaz, thank you so much for doing this, because I never thought my son would be able to come in here with the older guys or the bigger guys. He thought he was always too short. So I saw that the confidence in some of the guys were kept building up. And we just kept going and going, and before you know it, some of the guys started saying, hey, Chaz, we got to continue. Because I got tired in myself sometimes, but with the motivation of those guys, we kept saying, it's no days off, it's no days off. So at that point, I went to my girlfriend and told my girlfriend, how could we create something that can externally represent how they feel, but wear it outside on their chest? And that's how we started off with the no days off. And then we printed one shirt, then 2 shirts, and then it kind of just sprung up from there.
Whoa, that's
pretty much, it's an external representation of how you feel internally.
mad. I actually remember when you came home that year, and the guys were making fun of the big belly and the coat, and I mean that's a great way to be inspired, because some people would have taken that as something and go in a box or go in a shell, right? But you use that as something to push you and motivate you and inspire you, and now you have something that can become a household brand. Right? But at what point, you said you printed the first shirt, but at what point did you realize that the brand NDO would have been as impactful as it is today to people?
I can't pinpoint one particular time, but what I will say is that once I saw that kids will come up to me and say, hey, by me wearing this shirt, it makes me feel like there's a mindset inside of myself wanting me to do more. And I kept getting that over and over, and before you know it, I started saying, okay, we just started to print clothes. Now, I think it's actually something that people actually live into and believe in. And I would say within the first 5 months, I started taking it, okay, it's something that I can really think and inspire people to actually get the best out of what they actually want to accomplish in life.
Nice. And then I realized that you didn't just settle for the merch. And we're going to talk a lot about the merch, right? But I realized now you did something different when it comes to the NDO Fitness, where you merge the 2 of them together. So you have the apparel, and then you have the fitness company where you train kids. I see that you do a lot of training in Canada, and I even see that you've been back home this Christmas and you've been training a lot of kids also. What inspired you to make that move?
Well, what inspired me to make the move first, where we started, how NDO first started was in Canada, and I came to you and we were speaking about, hey, you basically told me, Charles, why can't you do the same thing you're doing in Antigua in Canada? And that really boosted me, because at that time with the COVID, everybody was a bit down. I went through my little phase of what should I do? I was bored every day. I wanted to get out the house. So what inspired me to actually work in Canada with the kids is actually COVID actually helped me motivate to just get out the house. So I started pretty much doing the same thing I was doing in Antigua in terms of just helping the kids. And before you know it, more kids started to come. Then they saw that their game was improving a bit, and it kind of just sprung that way. And I enjoy doing it a lot. So for me, it's not really work. It's me. I'm helping. I'm being benefited as well. So it's a win-win on both sides. And I really just like doing it.
Man, it's powerful because I've seen the growth. I remember us having a conversation, and just to see that you didn't just, you asked me a question and you didn't just ask. You went after it, and just how you're doing it right now. I see kids, I see parents legit, dropping off their kids for you to train them, and I can just see, even me seeing some of the videos that you post, and just seeing the personal growth in some of the athletes that you're training right now. It's a blessing, and I just want you to continue doing the things that you're doing, but also I want the boy and the girl that is watching you doing these things, don't think for a second that this is just an overnight thing. It's the amount of work that you put in every single day, right? You believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, you will not be able to do it, and that's the reason why I have you here today, because I want you to let people know the amount of work, the amount of sacrifices that you've made for this brand, right? I remember as kids growing up, man, people would always judge Chaz. People would always say, yo, he's a little rich kid from Fitch's Creek, his dad have money, his mom have money, he's just a spoiled guy, right? How do you feel about that, like the people judging you wrongfully? Because even if you were born a bit fortunate, I want people to understand that this had nothing to do with mom or dad, and I want you to let people know.
I mean, I think when you get into that realm of trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to do something for yourself, you're always going to get critics. LeBron James has critics, Steph Curry has critics. So to your point, like, I've definitely heard that, or Chaz, you're very privileged and whatnot, but honestly, like, with the whole NDO, we started, and we had no intention of actually making it a business, even making money from it. Mm-hmm. So as we were going, it was me and my partner, Shayna. We started from basically no money. We just started saving. We only could do 20 shirts at one time. When we got that money for the 20, we will invest again and get 40 shirts. So it's a real grind, and I do post a lot on Instagram, and I try not to post the downtimes. I just focus on the positivity. Mm-hmm. But just like me, just like everybody else, we all go through our phases where it's hard at times. Like, trust me, like, people see me and say, like, how do you just keep going? Like, you always at the core, you're always in a good mood. I'm just like everybody else. I go through my times. It is hard. But having a partner that works with you as well also helps. But it's been a lot of work to get where we are right now.
Yeah, and you're talking about partnership, right? And I want you to pause there for a little bit, because I want to ask you, and I want you to tell our listeners how important is partnership, because I think people often take that for granted. Because there's nothing that you do in this world that you can do alone. Even if you decide to go run track and field, or you go play golf, you're gonna need a team. You're gonna need someone to help push you, motivate you to go forward. How important has your partner been to you throughout this journey?
I think she is definitely vital and an important piece of where we are now. Because, for example, like I think I'm very good in the marketing realm, but in terms of the creative side, the website side, the financial, the sending of the emails and whatnot, she is a beast with that. So it really takes two of us to actually make this thing go. So if it was just for me, I don't believe I'll even make it through the first 3 months. So it's really a partnership, and it's really a teamwork. Not just a partnership with your girl, but even your friends, getting creative ideas, getting encouragement from someone like Humroy. It's a bit of everything that goes together to make this one product or this one movement. So it's definitely not me alone, and I definitely want to give a shout out to my girlfriend and my partner, Shayna, for helping me throughout this process as well.
Yeah, man, and I respect that. Shayna, big up yourself, right? No, I have bought some of the apparels, and not because you and I are really good friends. I legit bought them because, especially the shorts, they're my favorite, these shorts, right? Just the quality in them. Whenever I play in these shorts, when I'm running up and down the floor, I feel like I legit have nothing on, right? And boss, if you know me love from clothing tight. If they're not tight, me no want them. You understand me come from? So I have on the smallest NDO shorts on the coat, and I literally feel like a superstar, right? What is the thought process that goes into the apparel, like the material and just the creativity behind it?
Perfect. So, like I said again, my partner Shayna, she is definitely the beast when it comes to the material. So we pretty much do is that before we launch a product, we actually get a test product, feel the material, we actually wear it, test it out, work out it a couple of times before we actually bring it to the market. So with the material, the process is a bit tiresome in terms of me. Sometimes I just want to launch it. But with Shayna, she's the one that said, hey, we need to readjust this, we need to get the product at a better quality. So with the quality, we pride ourselves on the quality and also the affordability. So what we're trying to do is that make it the best quality, but also make it affordable. So that's what we pretty much try to do. And so far, I think from the reviews, we've really gotten a lot of people that are saying, hey, we like the quality, but we also like the price that we have to pay for it, especially during COVID times.
I mean, you see, as men, we have a serious problem. Because I can tell you from me, right? If I didn't have a team behind me, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Definitely.
Because I am quick to get excited. So if I get a video and the video look good to me, I am ready to push it out, right? And then sometimes, my team members will say, yo, no, I mean, this need to change, that need to change. So it's, again, back to teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work, all right? So, I mean, let's talk about these a little bit more. Now, in terms of the line, right? What do you have available, or like what are some of the merches that you offer to people right now?
Okay, perfect. So with this here, this is my favorite product. Every time he wears this, he beats me in basketball. So I'm not sure if it's him or if it's the actual shorts. But these are the power-up shorts. They are dry fit, so when you sweat, you don't see the sweat. It's really nice, really comfortable. And these are 80 EC. Like I said, we try to make sure everything's affordable. These are the activewear for the female. These are leggings. They come to the ankle. And these are the
I mean, I see you have one here, you can probably just open it up just to show, just for people who will be watching that have never seen it before, they can get an idea as to what the leggings look like. The girls in them love the leggings in them.
For sure. So we just launched this one in September, I believe, and this is the Adapt black and grey leggings. The shorts are $100 EC, and the material is very good. We try to pride ourselves with the material and the quality. And like I said, it's $100, very affordable. And it also comes with the Adapt sports bra.
I've seen a few females in these, bro, and I'm telling you, them hold on on them like glue. I sit on them like glue. Me want it, them hold on on them like glue. I know the girls love it when they hold on them,
I like these come in black and grey, the sunset orange, and also the teal green. They come in 3 different colors. And we also have the resilience as well. We don't have any here at the moment, but if you take a look on our website, you can definitely check out more variations of what we do have for the females.
So what about the hats? Like, the hats only come in pink, or you have them in different colors?
So the hats come in pink, white, red, and beige. The pink is only here, but we also have different colors on the website as well. But they come in 5 different colors. And the hats are personally one of my favorites. We actually started out with the hats and the t-shirts first. So they really stuck deep to me in terms of that's where we started. And the hats are 90 EC.
But no, you don't just do hats, leggings and stuff. I realize that you launched the slippers, the slides. I mean, we don't have any slides here today, but I know you have the slides, and then you also have the socks.
Yeah, definitely. So
are you wearing any of your socks today?
No, but
I'm disappointed in you. You should be wearing your socks.
Yeah.
But this man have leggings, hats, shirts, shorts, basketball. I mean, we're gonna talk about that in a few. But this man have everything NDO. The only thing that I haven't seen so far is on the way, and we don't know what's in the future, right? But so far, man, this man is tearing up the market with quality merch, right? Now, I realized that you posted something on social media a few weeks ago about the basketball. Now, you and I both love basketball, right? What is the thought process that went into you wanting to do a basketball?
But when we first started, one of the issues that I found us having is that even when we were working out, there was limited access to basketball. So even like when we were working out this past Christmas, not every kid had a basketball. So one of the visions that I anticipated for NDO is that eventually we'll be able to provide affordable basketballs to every child in the community that actually wants to play basketball. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be a case where you want to play basketball but you don't have the money to afford a basketball. So what we're trying to do is to, in January, hopefully by the end of this month, bring out a quality basketball which will be affordable to all the kids in Antigua especially, that can have a ball that they can go to the court by themselves and get some work in.
I love it. I love it. I really love it because as a kid coming up playing basketball in JC, I didn't have a ball. I had to wait on other people to come in to use their ball and stuff like that. So if you can now create something special where these guys could afford to buy a basketball, you know what you'll be doing, my brother? And you don't even know. You'll be keeping these guys off the street. Just like what basketball did for both you and I, right? You'll be giving them an opportunity to spend more time playing basketball than going on the street and spending time with friends and going down the wrong road. So I am definitely rooting for that. I am rooting for you. I'm rooting for everything that you and your team, has been doing with NDU Apparel Inc. and even NDU Fitness, right? And let's dive in just a little bit more in terms of, I realize you do a lot of work with the youth and young people, right? Where do you see yourself in the next, there's a lot of people who will be afraid of this question, because I remember in 2019, people were can't wait for 2020, not knowing that COVID would have came through and messed up a lot of things for people. But look at you, you're here today because COVID motivated you to start this journey, right? Where do you see yourself in the next 2-3 years when it comes to the brand and just working along with youth and giving back to your community, which is Antigua and Barbuda, even though you're based in Canada?
I think what I try to do is think year by year. So especially for like next year, barring COVID, we get over COVID and everything is clear to go. I hope for in the NDO Fitness side to try and bring out the basketball community and the basketball players in Canada as well, not just Antigua. So try to do a tournament of some sort. I'm just happy that you've launched the basketball part of it, and with the basketball, like I said before, I know it will help a lot of young people. The little boy, the little girl who have the dream of playing basketball to just stay off the street and more focus on the basketball court, right? Now, this is a question that a lot of people right now won't like or don't want to answer, because in 2019, persons were hyped up about 2020, but then COVID came. But look at you, you're here today because of, COVID motivated you to do the things that you're doing now, right? Now, where do you see yourself in the next 2-3 years down the line when it comes to NDU Apparel Inc. and NDU Fitness? You've been doing a lot of work with young people, the kids, and motivating them and giving back to your community, which is Antigua, even though you live in Halifax, right? Where do you see yourself in the next 2-3 years? That's a very good question. I think barring COVID and barring that we're able to get a clear phase in terms of doing more stuff, being open into the public, I definitely think that I want to work more with the kids in Canada and both in Antigua in terms of like doing camps, doing basketball camps. And I've always, since I started, always believed that we have a lot of talent in Antigua. So one of my dreams will be to, whether it's a scout, whether it's St. Mary's coach, or whether it's a coach from international in Canada, could actually come down to Antigua and actually take a look at the kids that we have down in Antigua, because I think we actually are very talented. It's just for us to get that opportunity. And as far as NDO Apparel, I definitely want to keep pushing. One of the things that will be a really good goal to achieve, maybe not this year, but hopefully in the future, we're able to open up an outlet down here in Antigua. Because one thing that I find is hard for the people in Antigua is that they will see new drops in Canada, but then it's just too costly to send down 20 items, 40 items down to Antigua so they can get it. So it'd be really good if we can have an outlet in Antigua where Hamroy, my friends, my family, strangers that believe in the mindset can go into the store and actually buy the product just like how they can buy it in Canada off the website.
Yeah, man. Well, Charles, thank you so much for passing through today, my brother. We've run out of time. We could go on and on and on, but I want to wish you the best. I want to encourage you to never give up. Keep on fighting, keep on trying, keep on putting out quality things, man. Keep on inspiring people, keep on working hard. I'm very proud of you, and I know Antigua is proud of you too. Keep the fire blazing, all right?
Thanks a lot, man. I really appreciate it, man. I just want to tell you, I'm going to keep pushing. I love the platform. Thanks for having me on the platform. I really look forward to this, and keep pushing as well, bro.
One love, my brother. Yes, people, you've just heard it from the man, Charles Samuel. NDO in the building. Remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. H up in tone. I'm out.